I'm Dr. Marci Rossell. I'm the former Chief Economist for CNBC. The year 2020 promises to be a big one. You have an election in the U.S., and there's a lot of talk about a recession right on the horizon. What's behind the recession talk? Brexit? A trade war? The inverted yield curve? All that's playing into a lot of negativity, but I don't think that's enough to actually cause a full-blown recession in the U.S. economy that's still growing pretty strong simply because we had those big tax cuts back in 2017. In the world we live in today, people are much more comfortable with what's going on 5 years out, 10 years out, even 30 years out than they feel about what's going to happen in the next 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. But we have to resist that urge to just freeze and not do anything. Businesses and consumers, they're taking this wait and see attitude. I'll wait and see what happens after the election. And while that's not enough to cause a full-blown recession, it's enough to have weak economic growth, and it's not good for companies over the long term. They have to force themselves to really take on the short term with all its variability, even though they don't really want to. Millennials were hit so hard by the Great Recession. They had a hard time finding their first job. They had a hard time paying off those student loans. But what's remarkable is that generation is just now moving into what I call full-blown adulthood. They're buying houses, they're starting families, they're doing all the things that prior generations did before, and now they're taking those steps with much more risk aversion than prior generations. It makes them look very different, but it also means they're likely to save more money in the long haul and be better set up for retirement than the current generation.